So now it's time to talk to your customer. I want you to take a deep breath and remind yourself that your customer is actually in the position of teacher and you're in the position of student. And so really you want them to do most of the talking. And to facilitate that, I want to give you 4 big questions that you're going to want to get them to answer. The first question is, what's your biggest frustration, fear, or problem as it pertains to, and then you're going to insert the topic of your business. So for us at 60 Day MBA, we help aspiring entrepreneurs get businesses off the ground. So we would ask people, what's your biggest fear or frustration when it comes to getting your business started or growing your business, right? The second question that you want to ask is, what is your biggest concern for your future as it pertains to, and then insert your topic, the topic of your business. Again, to use 60 Day MBA as an example, what's your biggest concern for your future as it pertains to starting your business? So you not only want to know what they're struggling with now, but in the future, what are they worried about? And then third question you want them to answer is, what is it that you like to achieve specifically? And here you want to get them to be really specific. And so with the 60 Day MBA, what is it that you'd like to achieve specifically by starting your own business? And people have a variety of answers, but it's those answers that you're going to want to key in on as you go and do your product. The fourth question that you want people to answer is, what's going to happen for you if you achieve that result? So how do you feel, and what does your life look like if you achieve that result? And then you want to let them kind of describe their answer to that question. As you'll see, all of these questions are about getting your customer to kind of open up about whatever frustration, fear, or problem is kind of driving them, and how it is that your potential solution might alleviate whatever that frustration, fear, or problem is. And if you ask these questions well enough and listen well enough, then you'll actually, by the end of the conversation, know more about this person than some of their best friends. You'd be surprised how much people will open up when you just ask them these questions. Now, not everybody is just an open book, right? And sometimes conversations feel like they just kind of fall dead and end too quickly. So a few tips on keeping the conversation going and getting your customer to do most of the talking. One, you want to avoid yes/no questions. So you don't want to ask questions with a yes or no answer, because the response that you'll get is yes or no. And really, what you're looking for is a much longer response where the person talks in depth, right? The second thing you want to avoid is why questions, because when you ask a why question, the answer you get is simply because, period, right? You get one sentence. Instead of asking yes or no or why questions, what you want to ask are questions like, what's that about, right? Really kind of an open-ended question. Or you want to say things like, tell me more, and then you leave it. And then the third and final thing that you just need to be comfortable with is just a little bit of awkward silence. So you say, tell me more, and then you wait and you just embrace the awkwardness, because you want them to be the one to kind of break the silence. So in all of this, as your customer is speaking, what you want to be listening for are what we call hot button words and light up moments. Hot button words are the exact words and phrases they use when you know that they're really animated and frustrated and struggling with something. Words like, I just wish I could lose that last 5 pounds of belly fat, right? Or, I work way too hard for too little money. And as you're listening, you want to remember their exact words. I would even take a notebook and write notes. Write down those exact hot button words, because they're going to be the key to your marketing going forward. And then as well, look for light up moments. Moments when their face kind of lights up and there's an aha moment or a moment of excitement. Those moments kind of give you an indication as to what really gets your customer excited. So that's what to do during the conversation. You're going to want to get the big 4 questions answered. You're going to want to get your customer talking by using open-ended phrases and questions. And you're going to want to listen for hot button words and light up moments. Now, one thing you want to be sure of, You want to make sure to bring a notebook or recording device because you're going to want to get down verbatim some of the things your customers are saying, and we'll get into why later, but be sure to bring that notebook or recording device. Okay, in the next video, we're going to go through what to do after this first conversation.